Here's a situation you'll run into this year. Your geography teacher hands you a topographic map and says, "Meet me at grid reference 2045. The nearest toilet is southwest. The bus stop is about 2 kilometers from the gate. 3 different pieces of information, 3 different map reading skills, and all 3 appear in your exam. Today we're covering every single one, grid references, direction, and distance, in one video. By the end, no map question in your WA or final exam should catch you off guard. Let's get into it. This video is for you if you're a Singapore Sec 1 geography student who wants to stop losing marks on map questions. Maybe grid references feel confusing. Maybe you're not sure when to use 4-figure versus 6-figure. Maybe your distance calculations keep coming out wrong. That's exactly what we're fixing today. By the end of this video, you'll be able to give 4-figure and 6-figure grid references correctly, state direction using all 8 compass points, calculate real distance from any map scale with proper working, and write a complete location sentence that scores full marks. That's 4 skills in one video. Let's go. Here's the plan for today. Look at the roadmap on screen. These are your chapter timestamps, so if you ever want to jump to a specific skill, just use these. We start at 1003 with the 3 mistakes to fix, then at 2003 we look at exactly what your exam asks. From 3000 we go skill by skill, 4-figure grid references first, then 6-figure, then 8-point direction, then scale and distance. At 1500 we put everything together into one location sentence. Then common mistakes, then a quick recap. That's the whole video. Keep your viewing guide open, you'll be filling it in as we go. Before we teach anything, let's talk about the 3 mistakes that cost students the most marks on map questions, because if we fix these now, you're already ahead. Look at the 3 boxes on screen. Mistake 1, reading northing before easting. Students write 4523 when the answer is 2345. The digits are right, the order is wrong, and the mark is gone. Mistake 2, stopping at centimeters after the calculation and writing 150,000 centimeters as the answer. The unit conversion is where the second mark lives, and it gets skipped. Mistake 3, stating direction as a route, northeast to southwest, instead of as a relationship between 2 specific points. All 3 are fixable, and we're about to fix them. I want you to hear something before we start. Map reading feels hard because it looks like a code system. Grid references look like random numbers, too many compass points to remember. Scale calculations feel like they belong in a maths lesson. I completely understand why this feels confusing at first. But here's the thing, every single skill in this video is a procedure. A procedure is just steps, the same steps in the same order every single time. You don't have to figure out a grid reference, you just follow 3 steps. You don't have to estimate a distance, you just follow 4 steps. Once you know the steps, the marks follow automatically. That's what this video is about. Let's look at what the exam actually asks, because knowing this makes everything we're about to cover feel relevant. See the WA questions on screen. You'll be asked to give a 6-figure grid reference, that's 1 mark. State the direction between 2 points, 1 mark. Calculate a real distance using the scale with working shown. That's 2 marks, 1 for the multiplication and 1 for the unit conversion. Identify a land use feature at a given grid reference, 1 more mark. In the final exam, you'll also need to write a full location description using direction and distance together. Nail these 4 skills and you're looking at 5 or more guaranteed marks on every map paper. That's what's at stake here. All right. Skill 1, 4-figure grid references. Let's start by understanding what the grid actually is. Look at the diagram on screen. A topographic map is covered by a grid of numbered lines. The vertical lines going up and down are called eastings. They're numbered left to right, so the numbers get bigger as you go right. The horizontal lines going across are called northings, numbered from bottom to top, getting bigger as you go up. And the box formed between one easting in the next and one northing in the next is called a grid square. Here's a crucial point. A 4-figure grid reference names the entire square, not a corner of it, not a specific dot inside it, the whole square. Keep that in mind. Now, here's the rule you absolutely must not forget. And I mean, this is the one thing to take away from this whole section. Along the corridor, then up the stairs. Look at the illustration on screen. The corridor goes sideways. That's your easting. You always walk along the corridor first. The stairs go upward. That's your northing. You go up the stairs after. So every time you give a grid reference, easting first, northing second. The most common mistake, by far, is writing the northing first. 4523 instead of 2345. The digits might even be correct, but the order is wrong and the mark is lost. Along the corridor, up the stairs, easting first, every single time. Here are your 3 steps for a 4-figure grid reference. This is the procedure, same every time. Step 1. Find the vertical line on the left edge of your grid square and read the easting number. Step 2. Find the horizontal line on the bottom edge of your square and read the northing number. Step 3. Write easting first, then northing, no space, no comma between them. See the 3 cards on screen. Each step has one clear action. Notice it's always the left edge and the bottom edge, not right and top pack left and bottom. That matches perfectly with along and up. Left edge for easting, bottom edge for northing. Write that on your reference card if it's not there already. Let's apply those 3 steps to a worked example. Look at the grid on screen. Point Ma is sitting inside a square. Step 1. I find the vertical line on the left edge of I's square. See the arrow pointing to it? That line is labeled 21, so my easting is 21. Step 2. I find the horizontal line on the bottom edge of the same square. See the other arrow? That line is labeled 34, so my northing is labeled 34. Step 3. Easting first, northing second, 21344. That's the 4-figure reference for Samba. Notice I'm reading the left line and the bottom line, not the right edge, not the top. If you're practicing this with your viewing guide right now, try giving a reference for a different square on screen before we move on. Now let's level up to Skill 2, 6-figure grid references. Here's the good news. Everything you just learned still applies. The same 3 steps, easting before northing, left and bottom. The only difference is 1 extra step for each number. Look at the zoomed-in square on screen. We divide each grid square into 10 strips from left to right and 10 strips from bottom to top. These strips are called tenths. For the easting, we estimate how many tenths across the square our point sits and add that as a 3rd digit. For the northing, we estimate how many tenths up the square and add that as a 3rd digit. So instead of 2 digits for each, we get 3 digits for each, and that pinpoints a specific location rather than just a whole square. Here are your 5 steps for a 6-figure grid reference. Look at the 2 columns on screen, easting on the left in teal, northing in blue on the right. Step 1, read the easting of the left vertical line, 2 digits, same as before. Step 2, estimate how many tenths across the square your point sits. That's your 3rd digit. Together those 3 form the full easting. Step 3, read the northing of the bottom line. 2 digits. Step 4, estimate tenths up the square, 3rd digit for the northing. Step 5, write the full easting 3 digits, then the full northing 3 digits. Example, easting 23, tenths 7 combined, 23/7, northing 45, tenths 3 combined, 4/530. Full 6-figure reference 237,453. Write that out on your viewing guide now. Let's work through a full example together. Look at the grid on screen. Point Y is inside square 2345. Looking at where Y sits in its square, it appears to be about 7/10 of the way across from the left edge and about 3/10 of the way up from the bottom. See the arrows measuring those tenths. So the easting is 23 from the left line, plus 7/10 giving 237. The northing is 45 from the bottom line, plus 3/10 giving 4/3. 6-figure reference 237,453. Now look at the comparison at the bottom. The 4-figure reference 2345 says somewhere in this square. The 6-figure reference 237,453 says this exact point. That's why the exam uses 6-figure when a specific feature, a trig point, a church, a peak, needs to be located precisely. A common question at this point, how do I know which one to give? Look at the comparison on screen. If the question says, in which grid square is the reservoir? That's asking for a grid square, so give a four-figure reference, 4 digits. If the question says, give the grid reference of the trid point, that's asking for a specific location, so give a 6-figure reference, 6 digits. If the question just says, give the grid reference without specifying, look at how many digits the answer line allows or default to 4-figure. But when a question explicitly says 6-figure grid reference, it wants all 6 digits. The easiest rule, read the question, it will tell you. Don't give 6 digits when 4 are asked for, and don't give 4 when 6 are needed. Pause the video now. Look at the grid on screen. There are 3 points, A, B, and C. Each one is at the center of its square, so for the 6-figure reference, estimate 5/10 across and 5/10 up. Write down both the 4-figure and the 6-figure reference for each point. Take about a minute, do the work, don't skip ahead. When you're ready, unpause, and I'll go through all 6 answers with you. Welcome back. Let's check your answers. Look at the answer cards on screen. Point A is in square 1126, 4-figure 1126. Center of the square means 5/10 each way, so easting becomes 115 and northing becomes 26. 6-figure 1150 26. Point B is in square 1025. 4-figure 1025, 6-figure 1055. Point C is in square 1224, 4-figure 1224. How did you go? If any of yours had northing before easting, that's the one thing to fix right now. Along the corridor, up the stairs. Easting first. Every grid reference you write for the rest of Sec 1, check yourself. Am I reading the left line first? Good. Let's move to Skill 3. Skill 3, Direction. In Sec 1 Geography, you need all 8 compass points, not just north, south, east, and west. Look at the compass rows on screen. The 8 points are north, northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, southwest, and northwest. The 4 cardinal directions, N, S, E, W, are the ones most people know. The 4 diagonals, N, E, C, W, N, W, are the ones that appear most often in exam questions, because almost nothing on a real map sits perfectly due north or due east of something else. If you're filling in your viewing guide right now, pause here and write all 8 points into the compass diagram. Don't skip this, it only takes 30 seconds and it's worth doing with your hand, not just your eyes. Now here's where most students lose their direction marks. And it's not because they don't know their compass points. It's because they phrase their answer incorrectly. Look at the 2 columns on screen. The correct phrasing is, destination is direction of origin. The school is northeast of the reservoir. The church is southwest of the park. This is a complete statement. Subject, direction word, of, reference point. Now look at the wrong versions. Northeast to southwest. That's a line, not a direction. Going northeast, going where, from where, from where. B is in the NE. NE is a region on a map, not a direction. Learn this formula now. Destination, direction, of, origin. That's your direction answer, every time. Pause the video now. 4 direction questions on screen. For each one, state the direction from the first point to the second. Write your full answer using the formula. Point is direction of point. No shortcuts. Take about 30 seconds, then unpause for the answers. Let's go through the answers together. Look at the answer cards on screen. Question 1, A is at lower left, B is at upper right, B is northeast of A. Question 2, C is at upper left, D is at lower left, D is at lower left. They're in the same column, but D is below C. D is south of C. Question 3, E is at center left, F is directly to its right. F is east of E. Question 4, G is at upper right, H is at lower left, H is southwest of G. Notice something about questions 2 and 4. G is northeast of H, and H is southwest of G. Same 2 points, opposite directions depending on which one you start from. This is why the question always tells you which point to start from. Always read that carefully. Great work. 1 skill left. Last skill, scale and real distance. Look at the 2 boxes on screen. Scale describes the relationship between the map and the real world. A scale of 1025,000 means 1 unit on the map equals 2500 of the same units in reality. 1 centimeter on the map equals 2500 centimeters in real life, which works out to 250 meters. A scale of 1050,000 centimeters, which is 500 meters. Notice the pattern. The bigger the second number in the ratio, the more the map has been compressed and the less detail it shows. A 1025 W Zoran map gives you more detail than a 1005 W Zoran map. Memorize these two. 1025 W Zoran means 1 cm is, 25 W Zoran means 1000 cm or 1005 W Zorans. These two facts will save you time in the exam. Here are your 4 steps for calculating real distance. Look at the step cards on screen. Step 1. Measure the distance between the 2 points on the map using a ruler. Write down the number in centimeters. Step 2. Multiply that centimeter measurement by the scale denominator, which is the big number after the colon. This gives you the real distance, but in centimeters. Step 3. Divide by 100 to convert centimeters to meters. Step 4. Divide by 1000 to convert meters to kilometers. Now here's why all 4 steps matter. In a 2-mark question, the multiplication is 1 mark and the unit conversion is the second mark. If you stop at centimeters, you get 1 mark out of 2. Always go all the way to kilometers and always show each step. Let's run through 2 worked examples together. Look at example 1 on the left. Scale 1005 DU00 map, distance 3 centimeters. Step 1, map distance is 3 cm. Step 2, 3 multiplied by 50 U0005 DU0000. See that check mark? That's the first mark. Step 3, 1000 divided by 100 equals 1500 meters. Step 4, 1005 kilometers, 1.5 kilometers. Second mark. Now example 2 on the right, scale 12500, map distance, 4 meters. 4 multiplied divided by 1000, 1 kmers. Both marks. Notice the pattern, multiply, then divide by 100, then divide by 1000. Write that sequence out as a reminder on your reference card. Sometimes the question works in reverse. You're given a real distance and asked to find the map distance. This appears in the worksheet, so let's do it now. Look at the example on screen. Real distance is 2 kilometers. Scale is 1025,000. Start by converting the real distance all the way to centimeters. 2 km equals 2,000 meters. 2,000 meters equals 200,000 centimeters. Now divide by the scale denominator. 2,000 divided by 25,000 equals 8 centimeters. That's your map distance. Notice the direction flips. Instead of multiplying to go from map to real, you divide to go from real to map. The quick reference table below gives you the 2 scale shortcuts. 1025,000 means 1 cm equals 250 meters. 1000 means 1 cm equals 500 meters. If you memorize these, you can do a quick sanity check on your calculations. Pause the video now. 3 distance questions on screen. Show all 4 steps of your working for questions 1 and 2. Question 3 is the reverse calculation. You're given real distance and need to find map distance. Take about a minute. Do the full working. Don't just jump to the answer. When you're ready, unpause and I'll go through all 3 solutions with you. Let's check those answers. Look at the solutions on screen. Question 1. Scale 1025 W0, map distance, 6 cmers, 6 times 25 W0 equals 1000 equals 1500 meters. Divided by 1000 equals 1000 equals 1.5 kmers. Question 2. Scale 1500, map distance 3.5 cmers, 3.5. 1050 equals 175,000 cmers, divided by 1075 divided by 1000 equals 1075 kmers. Question 3. The reverse, scale 1024. If your arithmetic was right, but your unit was wrong, that's the one thing to lock in. Always convert all the way to kilometers. That's where both marks live. Now let's bring all 4 skills together into one exam answer. Look at the example on screen. A common final exam question is, describe the location of the forest relative to the school. Here's the formula that scores both marks: state the feature, give its direction from the reference point, and state the approximate distance. Like this, the forest at grid square 1838 is southwest of the school at grid square 2034, approximately 2 kilometers away. See how that one sentence uses grid reference, direction, and distance all together? That's what full marks looks like on a location question. Practice building answers in this format whenever you do map questions this year. It's the highest value answer structure in the whole map skills topic. Let's make sure our 4 common mistakes are completely locked in before you go. Look at the 4 cards on screen. Mistake 1, northing before easting. Wrong answer, 450-23. Right answer, 2345. Fix, along the corridor first, easting first, every time. Mistake 2, stopping at centimeters. Wrong, 150 do 0 cm. Right, 15 kilometers. Fix, always divide by 100 then by 10 cen before you write your final answer. Mistake 3, direction as a route. Wrong, northeast to southwest. Right, B is northeast of A. Fix, destination, direction, of, origin, one direction, one relationship. Mistake 4, wrong digit count. Wrong, giving 2034.5 for a 6-figure question. Right, 2030,453. Fix, read the question and count the digits it expects. These 4 are the most common mistakes on every map paper. Avoid them and you're scoring what you should be scoring. You've done 4 skills in one video, that's a lot, and you should be proud. Let's do a quick recap so it all stays with you. 1. 4-figure grid reference. Easting from the left vertical line, northing from the bottom horizontal line, easting written first, along the corridor, up the stairs. 2. 6-figure grid reference. Same procedure, plus estimate tenths across and tenths up to add a 3rd digit to each. 3. Direction. B is direction of A using all 8 compass points. Never state a direction as a 2-ended route. 4. Distance calculation. Map cm times scale denominator gives centimeters. Divide by 100 for meters. Divide by 1000 for kilometers. Always show all 4 steps. 5. Full location sentence. Direction plus distance in one sentence equals full marks on every location question. 3 things to do right now before you close this video. First, your exit ticket. 5 questions, no notes, no calculator, under 5 minutes. It covers all 3 skills: grid references, direction, and distance. Do it now while everything is fresh. If you skip it and come back tomorrow, you'll find some of this has faded. Second, keep your reference card somewhere you'll actually see it. Pull it out for every map question you do this year. YOA, homework, exam practice. You won't need it forever, just until the steps become automatic. Third, work through the worksheet. It has 5 grid reference tasks, 3 direction questions, and 3 distance calculations including a reverse. That's the full range of what the exam will ever ask you on this topic. You got the skills now, use them.